Hello and welcome back to part 9 of our Chaos Gate Daemonhunters Ruthless campaign. We've done one of our 2 missions for this batch and we saw it right at the end. We can get lucky. We can just about squeeze that mission in. So let's rush over there. But I think before I do that, I picked up an extra knight as I recall. I thought I would have... that's why I took an interceptor from the Zedric's Ore here. So if I go to abilities, I presume I can level him? Because he comes out as... No, he starts... Oh, no, he comes... Ah, okay. When you get the knight, you get the ranks. He's got some perks, but I don't get to choose. He got teleport, which is fine. And he went up here. He got extra Cybolt ammo and psychic suppression. Choose a target at range 10 to afflict silenced. Silence can't use psychic ability. Okay, so he's an anti-psyker interceptor. That's weird, to say the least, but I guess I'll start alternating him in and out with... I guess I could... if you don't like what you got stuck with, you can retrain. But it costs you 2 rec. So I suspect it's fine for now because there's not too big a difference. He's still a interceptor with the low levels. I think will be basically comparable. But when you get further into the campaign and you can retrain like 6 levels or something, you probably want to spend the requisition. But yeah, he's okay for the time being. Let's rush over there. Don't know why we get a little cinematic sometimes and not others. Let's just look at the pretty visuals. Quick shortcut through hell, as you do. Cool. So basically we'll be healthy. Not bad, we're actually getting over the light wound hump. A little bit of an intervention.
Warning. A large-scale anomaly approaches our coordinates. Analysis. Processing. Intermittent heat sources identified without active signal patterns. Current theory suggests a space hulk. If so, there is a high probability of valuable archaeotech on board.
A fascinating possibility. There could be weapons, something we might use.
While I appreciate the academic interest, this risks being a significant distraction from our mission. I would advise we destroy the object from a safe distance and be done with it.
Well, okay. I bet... Let's try and game this out. Sending knights in, I'm pretty much guaranteed. I think you'll get equipment, but they're going to get injured in exchange. Will it critically injure knights in this? I don't know. It might be a bit brutal. Open fire. I don't... This is where you'd assume gun battery would obviously might be a bit useful, and I don't think I've got it. I've got like low tier guns, so I'm just going to... What would the negative be? Hull integrity damage, probably? Or just leave it. So usually I just leave it, but I'm willing to have a look just to see what it does. So go for the equipment and injure a few knights. Yeah, got a couple. Oh, they got heavy wounds as well, not just light wounds. But you get construction speed and requisition. So really, it comes out as being worth it if I can get through this with my wounds. And there you go. Gun batteries level. Okay, second too late, guys. Nope. Have those now, which is fine. Other options. Meditation chamber XP. I think what I want to do next, I want to do this because you can just start passively generating these as we go along. It doesn't take too long. It's pretty cheap. And the earlier you do this, the more you'll net them as we go across. So I think that's reasonable. I've been nudged towards it, so fair enough. So I got 2 light wounds, 2 standard wounds. That's pretty nasty. Mission is, don't get critted, that's fine. But, all level 1, it seems. So I don't know what the point of me taking the extra equipment was. I just get stuck at... Maybe it's a random chance to get level 2 later. Oh, then we're all back to being wounded again. All of that. So, light, and then... Is that the interceptor they wounded? Yes, absolutely. We'll try that. He's light wounded. He's light wounded. Oh, no, Storm's okay. So I think I'm okay with that because I don't really care about the ones who did get wounded because we're not going to be using... Oh, the brand new interceptor we just got. Never mind. Okay. No, I didn't put him in. Oh no, swap him back out for Storm. There you go. That's the new one who's badly injured. The ones with falchions. Oh, what, I'm a mistake. What am I doing? Okay, to Justicar. Oh, that's the... No, what about the... I want the other one. Oh, you have to swap him now. You can do it. Okay. Right. So I build from last time. I rather liked it. I didn't have any problems. Do I want to change anything around regarding... Yeah, I think I'll change this skull. It really doesn't contribute much. Because against the lower tier enemies, I'd rather just kill them. And he's got plenty of AP with his abilities. Someone did point out when you upgrade this, so it costs... Yeah, him 1 AP, 1 willpower. Oh, okay. Is it... So the reason why it costs more... So obviously once you take the upgrade, it costs you +1 willpower. So does it then integrate it there just to say it's 2? So I was reading that incorrectly as 2 and 3. Whereas I bet you if I have a look at the other one... So Boar's here. It now reads 2, but that's because the +1 has been applied. So it's not 2 flat and then 3, so it is the same. Okay, that's the error I was making. That makes sense. So cough up more willpower, but you get 2 AP out of it. Which, it would be nice to have the versatility if I get to pick and choose between... Maybe I could have the one AP for 1 willpower or 2 for 2. But no, you're just stuck always having 2 for 2. Which is kind of a pain when you have 5 willpower to start, but okay. What is it? Let's just swap out that skull. It doesn't really help me. We'll get equipment. You are a Justicar, of course, so you would benefit from maybe taking the tank option. Or you throw out a little bit more willpower for you. You're the one with the cheaper one of those, so you don't really need that. The only alternative would be a grenade. I don't damage your durability. I like it on the Justicars because he spams the shield a lot and I can use him as a tank. Especially with his speed, he tends to get up front. He might be able to... Might actually come in clutch a couple of occasions where having a grenade. There was one instance where you could throw one, it'd be amazing, but save the one grenade I have for more pressing matters. I think I will go with the Nullifier Matrix for the Justicar. It seems like a good bit of synergy with their abilities. Except I've turned it off for you. Oh, no, I haven't. The reason it's not displaying is because of the whole double equipment thing. It is on there. That's fine. Armor-wise, I don't think I need to change anything around. You're what? I don't know if there's an easier way to tell what armor you've got on them unless you go all the way into the system here. You're what? The grenade damage one, and you're my only grenade thrower, which is sensible. Pinned. Isn't it? We got the focus one. That might not be a bad idea. We just give that to you and we make it so that you can auto reload a bit more effectively. What are they? I swear each class comes with an auto, but I haven't been able to figure out anywhere what they are. Is it in the abilities? Is it just here? Negator. Can equip those. I don't think that's an auto ability of any kind. Because sometimes the auto reloads. Do they have like dedicated things they do? Melee attacks cannot be parried. Okay, so it's just that there's class specific stuff certainly. And it's just resilient, so resistance to afflictions. What the Justicars do. I think they have the passive. Yeah, passive Aegis Shield improvement. He's got crit shield strike for his crit, so he's good at critting. You put a hammer hand on him, you can get a lot of damage off of critting. And you are duelist. 10% afflict chance for their melee attacks. Don't know what that... Okay. But yeah, if you go get hammer hand in when you can, but I don't think that matters. The only choice for me is, do I want the extra grenade damage, or I don't want you to occasionally have better reloads? I wish I could see somewhere what the... If I do actually have auto reload, because I could have sworn of it's happened a couple of times where he just gets the round back. There's no information that gives away for me here that you just have the reload. Slightly confused. Is there a rapid reload? When this night's damage used to have a 50%. So that's the automatic reload one. Maybe I've just misunderstood. You have to go all the way down there for that. And then once you have that, you could use that and the armor to go up to 60%. So no, I'd rather just take the grenade at this point. The only other decision to make, as I remind myself, is I do have the ability to, I think, strap on Terminator armor to Iolanthus here. He loses his... What armor has he got on currently? Just HP. And Servo Skull use. We're not using Servo Skulls anymore because the healing one's a bit pants. I mean, is the Halo... The Halo could be good if I intentionally use it against some of the chaff enemies. I'll go on. I like the speed, and maybe I will chuck a Servo. Maybe I will just throw the Halo out. I'll give it one last chance to see if the Halo is actually a good option. Get 2 uses of it. Surely I can use it. It should, if used correctly. Now that I know it doesn't work against certain targets, I should be able to use it to pretty handily deal with encounters, because you can just nullify a group of enemies and then focus and kill the other ones. Yeah, I'm willing to try one last time. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be Terminator armor and the extra Aegis shield defense with the nullifier. Just to double check. Yeah, it's definitely the Servo Skull one. You can upgrade it to have even more later. But yeah, I'll just use that again. I was very happy with it last time. Stun meter shows how many attacks you can take before it's stunned, which I don't know if it's because of the difficulty. You'd have to attack them like, it'd be more relevant when we start dealing with larger targets, but for the small ones, you need to hit them like 3 or 4 times to stun them, and 2 hits basically kills them every time. Tougher targets would probably be more worthwhile.
We detect these seeds so often in the ruins of our great ecclesiarchy.
It's rotten.
The Plague Lord mocking us, Purifier. He mocks the edifice of our Imperium. This bloom is only one of countless jibes.
We will undo every one of his jests, brothers. The seeds lay ahead. Extract or destroy them.
Yep, definitely nothing to do with the fact that the ecclesiarchy is massively rotten and Nurgle just loves that and is attracted to them. So they're fairly close together, the pods. Yeah, it's an interesting mix. You get these missions where it's fight and kill them, whereas the plant ones are, the final objective is a bit tougher, but then once you clear it, you're instantly clear. Whereas with these ones, you do have to suffer a bit going through. The bloom spawn popping up the moment you try and win the battle, and then you have to last for 3 turns. It's a bit riskier at the end. To engage here, just go take cover. Yep, there's the first. I'm happy to engage them. Might as well do some fighting. You can't get as far. I guess you'll take part cover there in case they walk forward. Last but not least, there, perfect. Gather round. Okay, so there are a couple of these I can use if they're in a good position. How do I want to engage this? Well, the more I can move up closer before the fight starts, the better. I can get to there without being interrupted. That's good. That's good position for you as well. The moment I pop into battle, then everyone gets full HP and we can just fight normally. So they're gonna move into us actually if I let them. So should I just stand here and let them do so? And then by the time they get here, they'll be in a great position for all these pillars and things to start hitting them. So Overwatch is kind of, I don't really like it because from that last time I tried it, you end up in a bad position using all your AP. So I'm happy just to have them walk into us. Triggered. 1 heavy stubber. Is there a grenade launcher in there? Let's have a look. Yeah, you're in very good pillar range.
Come at me now.
Overwatch is very relevant. Yes, I'm aware of where they are, thank you. Have a look, so they are. Tell from the, oh, there are 2 heavies. Good to know. One is there by the pillar, and the other is there. So what do you want? So the side cannon silencer rather is going to be doing a lot of range damage for me shooting it. So I should probably use one of the Justicars to just shoot this for me. What are you doing? Oh, you're trying to melee it. Why aren't you just shooting it? You ranged attack. You have to melee. Oh, I see. I have to shove it to knock it over. Fair enough. That's obviously a bit risky. You have to. You just touches Overwatch if you try it. It's a shame. That doesn't work. So it would be, I suspect, pretty good, but I can't actually make use of it. Okay, we'll do standoff tactics then. Can I hit you with something? No, unfortunately, I'd rather you two be swapped around. Guess I could have you come forward, get into full cover, use your shield, and move, shoot one of them, use your shield, and just be immovable. And then next turn, maybe you can hit that. And then They can't really get through all of your armor if I do that. You should be okay. They might try flanking, shooting you. If they come forward that far, it's then easy to jump on them later with other units, so I think it's a good idea. Maybe even, well, I was going to say Overwatch, but it just gets me out of cover, which is daft. Just take, you can do quite a lot of damage to him, that's good. Oh, I didn't. Okay, should have thought about that. I couldn't see that. I couldn't see the actual model of what I was doing. And you took 1 damage because of your thick armor. It does mean I lose 2 for when... Oh no, I see it. Maybe I regenerate that before they do their turn. You could move, shoot twice, and kill off the... Oh, do I have to... It's always 3 unless you're there before it's getting half cover. There's half cover there. It's not really good enough. I'd like to kill off at least one of these heavy gunners before the fighting starts proper. Then we'll have to... I'll teleport onto that one wherever he is. Want to run up here? That's all partial cover. I can't really make use of this to be safe. I guess you could move him up there and... Is now a good time to... I could hail a skull here and hit all of those. Turn those off. Seems like a good use of his turn. How far would I have to get? What's its range? Its range is pretty good. I need to go a bit further forward to get where I want to, though.
Ready to serve.
I'm teleporting now. But it's got great range because I upgraded the... But unfortunately, if I do that, it costs me all of it just to get over there. And then, yes, I could kill that one and only that one. Or even that one. In fact, I can just get to there. Takes 5 and then what, hit him 2 more times and he's dead. Problem is I'm then not safe. This is the issue with these interceptors. They get in there and do great damage, but then just promptly get squashed. I'm happy to shoot this one to death the old-fashioned way. 3 is 6. How much health do you have? I think you have 6 left exactly. He got crit, so he's almost dead. That's crit damage. Is there any way I can do just someone can tickle him rather than me having to send off? Do you not draw line of sight? I'd have to move to... Is he out? No, he's not out of range. I should be able to shoot him. Just do what? 1 AP to get to there, shoot him, and then... Can you get from there to there? That costs 2. I think it's possible, so you can go take cover over here. That's not... I want to be on this side, start teleporting into them, though. I could actually use this now that he's been knocked out of the way. What would that really get? Oh, I think I can only hit one of them. It's not really worth it. No, we'll just take your extra shot. Crit's nice and all, but it doesn't really change anything. One of 2 down. Don't think I saw they had a grenade launcher. Wasn't paying attention. They're all... Okay, those 4 are all regular cultists. Don't worry about those. Sort of safe. You start dealing some damage. 2 is not brilliant. Even out of range if you're not there. So I'd have to move. Fortunately that burns 2 AP to get to there. Could move, shoot and shield. But it's only a little shield because I haven't used this extra. I'll do that first because I'm going... Oh no, +4. Because I think I took some perks of the extra armor for him. Always pretty good. I might be able to wither some fire. I come to there. How many of them can hit me? Enough to be a nuisance. Use extra AP on someone. On the chapter U. So what? So you can go melee that and knock it over. You're then in a terrible position. I'm not going to do that. I really just want them to be a lot closer to me. You could run up to there for one and then get into half cover and use your shield. Just hope then you're in a really good position later to start teleporting onto things. Will they come closer to me? I think they will come closer if I just wait here.
At your command.
I'm willing to do what's basically a holding turn. Force them into me. You have an AP left to which to reload. Go on then, you might as well. I have 5 ammo now. That's really good. Yeah, so here's the plan. You distract them with your girth. They come forward and make it easy for me to do some meaningful damage. I get the feeling I probably shouldn't be hitting end turn with so much AP left over, but I just don't feel like I can achieve a whole lot from this position. You are suppressing him? Ah, no, he's destroying his cover. Clever.
Kill them all!
Keep forgetting the heavy ones can do that. We're going to take a bit of damage here. Okay, you're long range. 1. Good start. Is that Overwatch even in range? No. 2, I suspect. Get 2 from you. Still, I think they have enough between them to get through his armor. 3, yeah, Neil, he'll get through it and actually hurt him. The loss of heavy cover there is why that's happening. Blasted heavy gunners. Yeah, you got me. I'm going to insist on teleport striking now. So I'd love to get into the back lines and start messing with them. Teleport strike. I can get to the one at the back. Can I hit you and you? Yes, and then I can go ping pong, get to there, and then melee and kill him, and probably move over and start meleeing him as well. Fine by me. Finish this one off. Gets his willpower back because he obviously burns to it crazy. Now you can run over there. You can't kill him in a hit. He's got what? How much HP to start? He has 9. So you're doing 4. So you'll be at 1 left. So I'd have to use something like. I'd probably end up having to striking him. I could use the 4 strike to do 5, and then he has 4 left. So when he tries to move to escape, he'll die. I'd much rather somebody else actually just come up here and kill him. What I think I can do. I would have loved it if you can get up here somehow. If you come around that way, the long way, and then get a good scatter shot, you can basically just kill all of these, or do amazing damage. Can you shoot back without triggering their suppression? No, if you shoot even while stationary, you end up getting hit by Overwatch. You can come around, but you're going to go the wrong way. How much AP? I have 1 left, so I can get there, hit him, kill him. So go to there. In fact, what I could do is I could use... that cost me AP. I could use that to give you more AP so you can come over here and double hit him, killing him. Well, he's still alive on 1, but then if he does anything, he dies. That's not an issue. You can use yours, of course, without anyone being annoyed. So I might just put it all into the interceptor and have him bounce around and kill all targets. Fucking it, you can hit that. How much damage does it do? 6 damage. That's amazing. I can just use it to execute those 2. Yeah. Why not do that? So it sort of worked, luring them to hit the Terminator. If I had those 2 extra points, not wasting time doing damage, it would have been perfect. I would have taken none. Okay, well that's better than I thought it would be. You're now, of course, free. So what I'd like to do... Who can I use to kill it? You can get there to melee him, and that's the last of your AP, leaving you free to act and you free to act. Who would be better suited to... The problem is you're so slow. Oh, you can get there. Okay, go hit him. Again, just these small errors that we can play a bit better. We can cut them out. Do I want to use my 4 strike to kill him? I'd have 4 left over. I mean, if he does anything, he auto loses anyway. I don't think it's really any point. You can't move away without being instantly killed. And who would have an easier time of... Because you can melee someone and you get your willpower back, so... You can move up here and have 1 AP left standing anywhere there. So you can shoot that one by standing there, so I guess I'll have the interceptor kill the other one.
Praise the Emperor.
Makes sense. You rush up to just 2-3 damage.
We strive. Opening fire.
Well opened.
Targets destroyed.
Yeah, you reload to full when the battle ends, so you don't have to worry about that. Good. Right. So moving on. So there's one there moving kind of towards me-ish. So let's do that one first, then I can go do that one. Just start moving towards those. How would I like to engage them? So they'll be there, they'll be down here. I need a bit of cover to work with. That's a bit awkward. Well, there's a wall there. So I could be on this side and then pop out and be kind of near them. It's a bit of a no man's land where the minute the fight starts, you'll have basically nothing to work with. You could alternatively seek refuge over this side. I think ambushing them from the wall is the way to go. Let's move up that way. Take you a jolly long time at your move speed. It's more that I can't ignore the terrain and get him into a better spot.
Moving swiftly.
I'm hoping he still remains as a light wound on the Terminator so we don't actually take any damage. So the bloom will kick in next turn. So again, I'd like that to happen when I'm not in combat because it eliminates the chances for annoying things to happen. You come out here, or you could come out. Can't tell if that's proper cover. That'll be heavy cover at least. Be a bit too close to them. But if they run onto the bridges, I might get lucky. They might do something daft, bridge themselves, and then I can destroy those with a grenade and pretty much instantly solve the engagement. There's a solid wall there, so you're safe to just stand here.
Advancing.
And that's as far as we can go, so let's not go too far forward this turn. Still kind of gather up. So how much? I can't tell how much willpower he has left. Because I think I use 3 every time I teleport strike, so I got 2 back from the... I'm going to use that one. Have you seen that I haven't been paying attention to the seed pod, or if there is one? Usually it's pretty easy to spot because it has the melee icon over it. I guess you could do the thing where you scour the map like this and just look for the actual thing. It's not really worth it. It's hidden on this corner where you'd never bother going. Yell at me if you see it in the comment section. I'll find a way to hear you. Dead end, that's not terrain. No, I can't immediately draw a line of sight to it wherever it is. Never mind. And then you obviously find sand where you are. Warp surge. That's irrelevant. Okay. So we're going to engage them now. How would I like to do this is the problem. The moment I start them, when I get around there, so I'll move everyone as close as I can. I'm going to have to use 1 AP in order to get around there and start the fight anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just a bit of a hassle doing it. I'd have to rely on the interceptor to get in there and start tearing them apart. So you can get to there. I'm going as close as I can before I actually start the fight, so then I don't have to waste too much AP moving around. That's still considered full cover, but I don't trust that that's going to be. I'm pretty sure once I move the Terminator out, just 1 more square, it'll be fight started. There we go. Ah, Plague Marine. But you can go down there. Okay. There's a seed as well, which we know. Okay. So I think that we can probably use you to run in there and do amazing damage to these with Scatter Shot. The question becomes, how do I effectively... Good bit of positioning there. They're kind of, if I can grenade those off, that would be lovely. Ah, but I need the seed before I do that. That's unfortunate. They got lucky with the way they spanned out there. If I stand here, they're just going to layer a bunch of Overwatches. It's not a huge point. And he's got that annoying Plague Spewer thing. Yeah, Hazard Spray. So I can't ignore it with armor. If I wait a turn, will they come towards me and make it a bit easier for me to do the engagement? I guess I could just take some long range, just pick these off while I have the chance. They're not going to defend themselves properly. They're in good cover though. How far can my teleporter get?
this. I am
You-
here to serve.
Standard teleport. Again, I'm not using the swap places thing. I need to think about that. I guess I could teleport in, do a bunch of damage, give him AP with one of the Justicars, and then swap out and put a highly armored Justicar in the way. The problem with that, of course, is that you're going to wind up, he's going to plague him, and I'm going to take too much damage on the Terminator. It's going to be a heavy wound, which isn't worth it. Teleport strike, go bounce, bounce. What if I did there, killed him and then ran away? Teleport strike to that one first? No, because that's such a massive distance, it means I can't do anything else. We do those two. Doesn't help you much. Gets through his arm and starts hurting, but he's got a bit left. I don't have hammer hand to cut the arm off, which would have been amazing. I don't think I have the raw damage just to kill him. I definitely don't have any means of getting the seed this turn.
What is your will?
So I just go for the long. Should I just start picking off some of the guys on the outside while I have the chance? Let them move around into easier to hit positions because they love moving into this perfectly covered spot in the first engagement. It's the right hassle. I don't think you can get to us with the flame if I'm defensive this turn. I crit him, so he's going to die in the next shot. And because I crit, I get AP back.
Gods, grant me strength!
Test this Astrolabe. Can I take it? No, because I haven't got any shot. He's in full cover, so he's basically immune. In fact, I can't do anything to any of these. We'll just use your last AP to go back to safety.
On the hunt.
I might as well have them come to me rather than the other way around.
Yes, come on. The ages speaks.
Only thing that can threaten you is the Spewer now. He can move to there and has about 6 range. I think you're okay. Again, I'll do the thing where I fall, but I put him in half cover because that might trick the cultists into shooting at you, which would be convenient. And eventually these will get into a position for you to help, but just back off a touch.
Yes, sir.
Shield yourself
Aegis in yes,
in case you're really unlucky and you somehow wind up being the target. We'll have like 1 AP left to do nothing with. Nah, I'm just going to end turn. Oh, if I'm going to stand here, I might as well throw an Overwatch down.
At your command.
If they do try pushing through here, let's go for it. Why not?
At once, Commander.
You might as well do the same. You're not using your ammo for anything else. I guess what would be annoying is they come here and deliver a whole bunch of Overwatches, but to do that they have to get close enough, and then I can teleport onto them and silence them through the gap. Who has an AP left? You have an AP left. Well, you're in cover and I like that, so I'm not going to move you out there to get an Overwatch. That does almost nothing. Here he comes. Wait, can he... Oh, it just does it to himself? What's the range? Instant death.
But he was one of the chosen!
Yeah, I can definitely take the seed now.
Here's a good spot!
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I can just shoot him to death. What? Oh, is that the... Oh, he could shoot through walls. Okay. But I resist the pin because they are... Oh, that's really good on the Interceptor because he needs his AP. Oh, that's bad. They're coming straight towards us. Okay, I need to clean this up quickly. I think next turn that patrol's going to reach us. So what am I going to do? You, if you do me a favour, yeah, you can do that. So here's the annoying thing. His gun now does so much damage when critting. Yeah, +3 crit that. I immediately crit him, so I can't get the seeds. It says Pox is C+1, but I think we've tested enough to know that this isn't going to work. Oh well, it deals with the problem. The only other way I could do it now is if I'd have to have one of the melee guys hammer hand him, which isn't necessarily worth it. You could teleport strike onto these because they're nice and close now. Beep boop. Oh, you can even go back onto him if you wanted. And then stay there. And then you could kill him with the next hit. I think he hasn't got too much HP. How much health do you have in total? 8 and a point of armor, so effectively 9. And the teleport strike only does 4, so you'd actually survive even if I hit him afterwards. He can't really do anything. He has no direct damage, so we can ignore him in that regard. 6 willpower, so again I'd like for you to get a couple kills after you get there, and then I can honour the chat to him. I think that's a good idea. So you do that, and then I can have the 2 Justicars run up and just bully him with damage output. and land about there's fine, just next to him. Yeah, once I'll be able to improve the damage output of this later. And I get the AP back because I do the 50-50. I forgot about that. Yeah, I have good odds of just getting away with it. He could spend that to kill him in one hit, but then I want the willpower. And I've got plenty of AP to burn. I can give him more willpower as an alternative. That's one. Can I get to him to? I can, but I have to walk through him to do so. Let's do this first. It's worth a try. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. He's got plenty of willpower to burn. This costs 2, which is a shame. +1 seed, but not really. And then you're full. You can just... oh, I can't get there to hit him. Oh, you clever minx. That blasted terrain feature. What else could I do? I could throw a grenade and just push him into the oblivion. Can I ignore this by using my armor? I don't know if it does flat damage or... Oh, it's not the direct damage type. Plague Belcher. Spread attack. But no, inflicts plague. It's the Plague Belcher. Yeah. Spread. Shoot range of 5, dealing 2 damage. Afflict plague. So yeah, I can't just ignore it with armor. Might be clever. Again, I could just move there, but it would cost me all my AP. I could move there and then use another Astral Aim and rip his arm off and then just ignore him. You could use your Aegis Shield in case he comes over to knife you. What's his knife's damage? 2. So yeah, your shield would completely ignore it. And burning his willpower dangerously is the problem. But it only costs 1. I can only use it once per turn. You're fooling yourself. If I moved everyone over here and just started shooting him a lot, or better yet, I could just use the extra willpower on you. Oh yeah, let's just use Call Honor the Chapter on you a bunch and just hack him to death. Maybe get some crits, who knows. And one of these. In fact, if you use the more expensive one, I think that does it in 1. Yeah, rather than having to waste time doing it with both of them, because you get 2 AP and only need 2 attacks to kill him. First 4. And the second 4. I still can't move through here, so I'm going to have to get back to my allies somehow. Yeah, he's perfectly covered all of that. So what I'll do instead is I'll start getting ready to fight this in this direction. The Interceptor is probably going to have to get to here and then teleport. I can't actually get in there without hurting myself. So stand up there and then teleport through. No. Yeah, there's no way to... Can I waypoint it? Ah, yeah, I can just about squeak my way through by waypointing. Perfect. I can't get to cover there, which is a shame. That'll do for now. Trigger them yet, and then that's half cover. They'll all be half cover, but it's still good bit of positioning. Not visible yet. Terminator in front. There's full cover there, but that's extremely close to them. So close that the fight is guaranteed to start. I guess I could just move you to there, and that'll be... I'm inching as far as I can forward before the battle, so I have all the movement, and then do the Terminator first because he's so slow. This will trigger them. Yep. Another Plague Belcher. He did it immediately? Oh, he plagued his own guys. Okay, the cultists aren't immune to all the toxic stuff. Okay, right, where is... Are you in range? You're already in range, so you can do that straight away and take off the biggest threat. Looking at other things, they've got the grenade launcher, standard cultist, standard cultist. Yeah, so this is the way to go. Threat eliminated.
I have seen your weakness.
That was a crit as well. Oh, of course, the Astrolame's always crit when we're talking about. Okay, now, how do I probably want to use these to farm willpower, because they're not that much of a threat. Can you... You've got 2 shots left. I'd like for you to get a kill, because you're kind of low in the old willpower standpoint. Can I soften one of these up a bit with someone else? I need one for the shield, and then everything else can just go into shooting. So I'll do it first to make sure I don't mess up. 2 rounds into this, so I'll do how much? 1 damage. So 1 getting to 6, and then 2 rounds of the silencer will kill him. Can I move someone else up a bit, be a bit brave, and maybe do better damage? Problem is, it's all half cover over here, and I don't want the intercept to be that far forward. Is that the seed thing? Oh, there it is. We found it. I'm not willing to throw the interceptor up that far yet. It's too far forward, so
Yes, Commander.
I'm going to play it safe and just range chip him. You aren't reachable.
Your command.
What are the alternative targets? You're in cover. Really, he's just the best bet. So yeah, let's
I am here to serve.
get rid of the grenade launcher now.
For the Emperor.
Oh, he's plagued as well, so even if I don't kill him... If I don't kill him, it's annoying because I don't get the willpower back, but he's basically guaranteed to die regardless. I might as well refund the willpower. Oh, you're not in cover. I'm going to have to use 1 point to move. That's unfortunate. Maybe get to there, because then at least I'm not being shot by... cost me the extra movement. I want to be sufficiently spread out such that when they start overwatching us, they don't, catch everyone for free, which would be silly. 1-1, 1-1, 2. I mean, I probably just have to move to here. That's safer because we can spread out a bit. Means I'm not going to get the kill on him this turn.
It will be done. Destroy. The foe bleeds.
Could give him an extra AP willpower to get another shot, try and crit him. You can't quite reach him, so I'd have to move. I'd probably move, get into half cover as well, use your shield, and then give him AP. I can't even reach him with my Storm Bolter from there. It's gonna be if I leave him alive, it's going to be quite a hassle. Can I Halo Skull this turn? That might be a shout. I could fit both of those, so they can't... Yeah, I mean, there's only 1 engagement left with the final pod, so I think it's a good time to use it. Let's enrage those 2, so I can't get grenaded. Good, now you can just come forward and get ready for next turn.
It will be done. The Aegis shields us.
And with these idiots fighting each other for them... Well, they're going to fight the skull, so it's you and you who are active. You're irrelevant, because you've only got melee now. So that's the only threat. Can I get into half cover and be safe enough that I don't have to worry? Get all the way up to there, which is full cover behind the corner. I don't think he has any means to reach me. What's their movement? Movement 5. They'll go, what, there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't know if I'm there, if I'm safe, if I'm in full cover there, so he has to waste an extra movement point. Can't get to me. Again, it's a pretty big risk for nothing in return. I might as well just stand here. There, and definitely be out of his range. Half cover shield. It's enough to be safe from him doing any actual damage. No, I'm not taking a risk. Just play it slow. We're under no pressure. They're going to warp shards, which is irritating, but never mind. Just you left. Just stand there. Not throwing my interceptor in up front, making the same mistake over and over again. Oh yeah, he would have gotten to an annoying position. He would have shot me. Negative damage. Oh, is this not actually hurting them? Oh no, they're getting plagued. It's definitely working. My skull! Oh, if they don't kill it, will it stay there? Oh, that's really good. It's not like one use only. You're going to get overwatched. I kind of saw that one coming. Oh, he has no direct damage output, so he has to punch it. That's a really, really nasty counter to the grenade launchers. It will take him 10 turns of punching the thing to kill the skull. That's 10 HP. Poxwalkers, that's good. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And they're directly on top of me. These are the one-hit ones that are just a nuisance. Oh, no, it comes back to you. It doesn't persist. Fair enough. Otherwise, it would be a bit too strong. That's sensible. Now, you could come forward and get a delightful scatter shot that wipes the field. The problem with that is that I don't get a lot of willpower back, I think I'd actually prefer just to move up and shoot them the old-fashioned way. If I throw a grenade and kill them all, will that get me the same? How much health do you have left for? Yeah, damage 5 grenade kills all of those. Does that just throwing a grenade get me 3 willpower is the question. You could spend what, 1 willpower on teleporting behind him. And I'd rather just shoot him to death. Why can't I shoot him? I have the ammo. So I can't draw a line of sight from here. Get to there, it cost me 1 power, and then shot, and that's enough to kill him. Yeah, get your willpower back. This is how interceptors work. You fire them at long range.
The pain will set you free.
Will it? Do you feel free?
We are the hammer.
Where was that? Oh, I forgot about the... I swear, oh, did I see it over here? I think I saw the... It's there. That's where the seed thing is. Jog my memory. Okay, now you... Oh, we've got to deal with these headaches as well. A whole bunch back here, but I think I can ignore the further back ones. These are going to be a hassle, but they're so weak that if I leave the Terminator here and just use his shield, none of them can bother me. So yeah, I can just ignore them for the most part. I would like for you to come around here in such a way that you can get a good grenade. What's my grenade range here? Honestly, I only need to move to there and I can get it exactly where I need it.
Yes, sir.
So I've got 2 willpower here. Do I get 3 for doing this?
Firing on target. It is finished.
I only get 1. So no, you get 1 back for multi-killing. Not the full Monty. That's everything cleared. He has no arm. You have to come up and face me. So I'm just going to ignore him otherwise. So let's focus on these instead. You can get to that, cost you all your AP though, so, and I have to stand on this side regardless because I can't get through the muck. So we'll just Aegis and wait for them to come towards us. Should I? I mean, I've got no ammo left. I have to spend the AP reloading. It's free damage, why not? When they inevitably run towards us like idiots.
Yeah. What is your will?
Oh, you still have turns. Just reload for now. That Plague Moon will have to start lumbering forward and we can just shoot him. And then you come over here and do the same. Nope, careful. There. 2 AP. 1 AP. 0 AP. Oh no, they're not. Sorry, I was mistaking the ones that are summoned by Groan rather than... Here he comes. So between the Purgator and the Interceptor, I can easily kill him. How far can you go? One down for free. And I ran out of ammo immediately. That's just easy kills for the melee guys. Too much armor. He has to burn his AP on the extra move. Interceptor, if you'd be so kind to come over here and start killing this, as well as you. Who wants the willpower back? You've got 3. You're missing 1, you're missing 2, so I should probably put it back on you. Although that being said, well, it costs you 1 AP to scatter shot and 2 willpower to astral aim. That's pretty expensive. You are the better choice, so if I shoot twice, have the Interceptor come over here to do some damage and then finish you with them. Before I do that, I'm just going to double check to make sure I can definitely get through these in time. Didn't crit him. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then you can hit that one once. And then you can do 3 hits, which is that one, that one, that one. They're not giving willpower back, these things. Oh, they do give willpower back. Oh, I'm a fool. I could have just... Okay, well, the Justicars will go up to full for free. He crits as well. Okay, that's my Justicars happy. I just need to get a bit back for you. You can just contribute to the damage output. Really just an exercise in who do I want to get the experience. Well, it'll be the Purgator. Stand where you are, you're fine. I don't think our ally counts as cover for you.
Firing now.
On your feet, you need to be shot again. I get a free willpower because I crit him. So it's weird, I don't know how that interaction works because whenever I astral aim, I automatically crit, but I don't get willpower back. There's got to be something about the whole crit versus AP regain system that I'm not quite grasping yet. So they're over there, they're moving away. How would you like to fight these? There's plenty of good cover kind of around. No terrain features I can really use to hit them, but I think I'm happy to go in this side. Also gets me by the a little seed pod while I'm here. How far do you think I can go before the aggro? I've got a bit of distance, you can get to there. You can go even further if you wanted. Start moving into the building. Is there a risk of there being someone there? Don't do the full move in one go, rather move like one at a time. So to get to there I move off the ledge. So that's the end of that move, so let's do that first. Fairly confident there's nothing hostile there yet. That's the maximum movement for the second AP. Nope, nothing to see here. And you can start inching towards them. They're moving away from us so you can get... No, don't do that. I think that's too close. That might trigger them, and I'm not in a position to do so yet, so just there will do. Just move up as well. Do you want to come through this way? It's more efficient. And Tweedledee right at the back. Will that trigger them? I'm not fussed if it does. Yeah, and they just teleport. So we can't see their movement. So while we have a moment, this gets willpower back, remember, so I should use it to get you up to full.
On my way.
I tucked at the back there. Interceptor. Rush up here. That's not. Well, you can just about to get full cover. Careful. Well, because they're a turn away, it's going to get a bit awkward actually starting to engage them. So I'd like to move to there. Just before I do, let's move a couple of these up so they're, just in case that's close enough to accidentally trigger them.
I am here to serve.
Do the same.
On the way.
Unleash me.
Resulting in you getting to there. Not quite, they're just, I think we're a square off. So who do I want to move? I want to move you a bit further. I can't. Burned all his AP. I'd love for you to be up here. They aren't going to move this turn, so I'm going to hit end turn. They're going to move back towards us, okay. Fine, but I'm just going to use you, take the opportunity to get around there would be great. I think the moment I do this, they get triggered. So there's like a teleport to there. Definitely close enough. Where they're going to scatter to, they might cuddle in the corners sort of thing, they might on the back. So I don't really, you can get to there and you'll be basically immune to anything hurting, so you can get really close and then teleport strike over the wall. So I don't need to do that first, I can do that later. It's more important where I position these ones. And yeah, you're in a spot of bother because there isn't, you'll be fine the silencer because he can like outdistance them, but the Justicars are just going to be struggling to participate here. There's really not a lot I can do. Not really anywhere I can, there's no, I have to get all the way down into here to start taking some partial cover. It's not really worth it.
Yes, Commander.
If you'd like to just get out of my way at least once, so I can start moving these guys elsewhere. At least one of the Justicars could benefit from this bit of cover. think that will trigger them. Yep.
Lapdogs of the false emperor.
That is a standard Plague Marine this time. Run into the back. I'm guessing you have the seed. No, it's actually the cultist. Good, I can kill the Plague Marine before I have to deal with the cultist. So again, in the plan, you'll eventually be able to hop back there and start killing them, but for now we'll do with these ones.
Yes, Commander.
Again, it'll be prime real estate to walk up here and just scattershot them. Does scattershot ignore cover? Ignore half cover. So that's half because I can see... That's half, that's half. He's in full though, I would think. So they'll die and the heavy gunner, and only the heavy gunner, will survive. Fine, I'll wait for the heavy gunner to try suppressing me or something next turn, and the next turn I'll be able to astral aim and nullify him. So this turn instead, I'll just spend my time killing off the softer targets. I can easily kill one of them, of your choice, probably the closer one. Just crit him. Oh, he did crit him. Hey, so he's dead.
Firing on target.
Suppose if I know I'm going to get the willpower back, I might as well have astral aimed. That costs 2, so it's not exactly cost effective. And you can start hurting that one.
Target acquired.
But yeah, the range increase on this is great. You could just bully them from a distance where they can't do anything. Otherwise, there's not a lot for you to do. I suppose the Terminator could walk forward and just use his shield. Are you a grenade? You are, okay. You're immune to pitting, so you can come up here and just ignore that. And hop over the wall in a second. When I have all the bells and whistles, I have Quicksilver and Gate, so I can get in there and start messing with them. Just in case he throws a grenade or something. Oh no, wrong one. That was all his AP. Want to move up and start shooting at him, or is it even worth bothering with? Good Halo Skull, both of those. I'll hold on to it because I think there's going to be an extra engagement when I take the seed, so let's just chill out for a bit. Does anyone have Hammer Hand? Forgot. Oh, you do. Okay, so if I want that, I'm going to have him march up there and Hammer Hand in later. Well, there's +2 crit, so even that would kill him. No, he has 8, so we're safe. Oh, I can astral aim him as well because he has more HP. He's on a tougher target, so I can astral aim that to get right later, so I'm not that pressed. Good. Use shield, because I'm definitely going to use it anyway. I don't know, just walk forward. That burns all of your AP, that's a bit daft. That burns most of it, and then you can just take a 1 damage shot. Not a huge point. I'd like for you to at least be in half cover. That would be half cover, you'd use your armor. That's half cover. You're in a terrible position to be flanked. This is what I meant when this is not really anything for us to achieve. Might as well. Some fractionally easier to kill later. And then we have your max HP. I could use... I've got huge amounts. I could just use this now to give you an extra shot and maybe finish him. What am I saving it for? And if you wanted to be really greedy, what you could do is you could use a bunch of Call of Honors on him, have him do the teleport, and then Quicksilver to give him like 6 AP and just go absolutely ballistic, but nah, conservative.
Your orders?
I won't kill him, he's got 1 HP, but I think I can get close enough with the Just Guard to do the last point of damage. Well, I'd have to move and then to choice between either moving or using the shield. Thing is, if I move and shoot him, I'm basically extremely confident the heavy stub is just going to shoot you and do a bunch of damage, which is not ideal. Can't really get there. No, I'm going to leave him alive. Can't do anything this turn, so it's not a threat. Maybe we'll be idiotic enough to come walking forward. No, actually, with your limited HP pool, let's put you in half cover. The Terminator can stand in the open, you can't. Do you think all of these working together can get through the Terminator's armor? Maybe. Depends how aggressive the heavy stays at a distance. I'm fine. No, he just chooses to suppress. That was idiotic. And the minus AP fellow, who can actually be a nuisance this turn. Onto the 2 where I need the AP the least, because they hand it out, they don't use it. Blue next turn, so we'd like to clean this up. So you're suppressed. I could probably just fix that by killing him.
Is your will?
I can astral aim either the seed or the gun. I'm going to have you teleport. You can't quite catch all of them. Yeah, that costs you also. You can just do those 2 and then focus on him. Then how do I deal with that? I'll use extra AP to basically bounce around and do everything I want. Teleport strike, bing bong, and then I could do a bunch of damage to them and then land over there so I can go melee him. Let's do that. Let's astral aim the seed. Hang on, wait a second. When we do that, the Guardian's going to show up. So am I confident that I can kill these this turn? That when they pop up, I'm all clear and I have all my resources? I think so. I don't think there's too much of a problem in me doing so. If I do the teleport strike first, he ends up dying. Could I move? Should I just move an AP and then teleport strike and get all 3 of them? Go bounce, 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 and then get to there. It amounts to about the same. Let's do it. I'm very confident I can kill you all this turn.
I sent more of Nurgle's minions on the way.
0 turns left.
Your brothers and my seeds.
Seed extracted.
1 turn. So we do have a turn to kill these and then kind of get ready to face them. Seed extracted. Yes, we know. You now... As you're feeling brave, I could just... Oh, I forgot. Of course, he's alive as well. You could just move forward and scatter shot and you basically wipe those out. Have an AP left? Yeah, it works. Can I move in where I have... Because what, I've got 2. No, I've got 3 AP. Oh, because I crit it. Oh, maybe it does work. Well, if I get the crit, I get it back. So that keeps me with 2 AP. We'll try and max distance this. Oh, the ammo. I have to spend 1 to reload. Fair enough. I can't quite reach him. I'm a square off. Shame. They can kill them and start working down the Plague Marine. It's either that or a regular shot. That does what? It would amount to the same, but you do less net damage. Starting to burn through willpower. It only costs the 1. I get 1 back for the kill anyway.
Reload required.
Unfortunately, that was a bit silly because I do the reload and then I burn all 5 rounds. You want to wait until you only have 2 rounds left to do scatter shot. You teleport strike. This and this. And you can legally get there. You have 2 AP left to double hit and kill him. And I get the AP back anyway. Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting that. Oh, if you melee someone, they automatically stop doing that anyway.
We slay the darkness.
Very good. And he gets his willpower. So we've got you 2 to deal with. Wait, you still have AP? Oh, you have AP. Problem is I can't quite reach them to melee, but I can probably just shoot that one. Which leaves both of these 3 to run over here and hit him. I've only got limited AP left, but I think it's good enough. How far can you get? That costs you 1, and then how far can you get? And then that costs you 1. He's definitely dead. Who needs it? You're 5, you're 4. I'll give you the kill. Oh, it's done. Okay. Free crit. I don't know what the base crit rates are, like 5 or 10%. That's pretty lucky. And then finish him. Everything's dead. Other than reinforcements on Warp Surge. Oh, it's... What? Oh, Nurglings! I know the... Hello, Nurglings. Unending Horde. Let me guess, more reinforcements from... No, all melee attacks afflict immobilize, so if they hit me, I'm stuck. Don't think we're any risk of losing this, given that they're all melee and can't really bother me. We've only got 2 turns and I'd like to kill them all. They're pretty tough though. Just 7 HP poxwalkers. They'll have to come towards me. Can I do any damage this turn before they get there? Unfortunately, I've burned all your ammo on nothing, which is a bit my mistake. How far do you think they'll get? I guess I can do a preparatory move. Well, I say preparatory move, you can start shooting them already because of your insane distance. They're just to there is okay. They haven't got enough move to move and hit me. I think I'm going to have to burn all their movement just getting over. If not, I'll put a Terminator in front of me just to be safe. I just shoot them from here. I would do if I had line of sight. I could move to there and do it. There's probably the best option. Does that cost me? Oh, that cost me 2 AP, sadly. Wait, shouldn't I be able to get to there for 1? Oh no, it cost me 1. I've just already burned an AP. Misreading. HP wise, you should probably start hitting those first. Start getting those down. 2, I don't need to astral aim. Yeah. Medium range cover. Bunch of crit stuff. Crit vulnerability. Oh, that's so you can see the base rate there. Got it. See their precision targets of a Nurgling. So, tainted shot. Oh, a weaken the bleed. I should probably check what the Nurgling's abilities are. Psychic support blast. Up to 4 corpses with an area of 3 Nurglings will rise as groaned poxwalkers. That's meaningless. The groaned ones are trivial to deal with. I guess I should just shoot him. These I can't, with 7 HP I can't quite kill them with a scatter shot. It deals 6 damage, so I can have everyone else contribute by chipping them, and then you could just walk forward and kill them all with 1 mega volley.
The enemy is wounded.
Now I'm content to just hurt them a bit, and then with my Justicars can come up here and just use your armor.
At your service. Taking position.
I'd like for you to be. I'm gonna use this a bit weird, but I want him, the Terminator, to be a bit further forward, because I'm gonna guarantee that you're the primary melee target. That I can't just get by you. Defend your brothers. That's the wrong one, you plank. Okay, I guess both of you can stand in front of your fellow Justicar, who's not. I guess he. Okay, now you use your AP for him. That's you. So now you can't. But if I do that, I can't move. Okay. I guess I could use his AP to move backwards, and then it's a 50-50 who they go for. That was daft. I'll just, I'll tell you what, just move in front of him. Don't get to use the shield, but that's okay. And you run up here to help. Not really going to use you much. Should I use Quicksilver this turn? I'm going to save it for next turn, see if I can kill them all in one go. Don't think it'll make any difference. Oh, they sound cute as well. Are there any zombies there? Oh no, he's buffing the ones who are already. Ah, melee damage and increases in general. Take that. Pretty sure they would have had to burn all of their movement to get to there though. Yes, so they've just handed that. Annoyingly, I can't scatter shot that effectively because it hits allies.
I am here to serve.
That'll hurt. Can I use my shield and then just walk away? That'll be the ideal circumstance.
Defense is active.
Yeah, because they only do 2 damage it seems. Only the one hits me, so just on armor, you can get out of the way so I can scatter shot. Scatter shot will also trigger the explosive, so I can kill basically all of those and kill that in a chain reaction to 1 hit, annihilate them. We'll just get to there. I also get. I'm immobilized, but only after I complete the move. That's amusing. And get out of the way. Yes, you take a whole load of damage from a lot of them, but I don't think it stops me from escaping. Funny. Go to there because I want to be as far away from the explosive as possible. Yep, teleport over. Drained, immobilized, yeah, a whole bunch of negative things, who cares?
Unleash me.
And a rather well positioned. Am I not in range for the... If I move to there, get even closer, do you think I can squeak into range of the blast radius? Surely I can. Don't take any negatives for doing so. Am I not reaching the... You'd think that was in range. To set this up correctly, I should probably first...
Yes, Commander.
Have you scraped these two? Maybe it's not a targetable thing, who knows?
Aye, sir.
There's no reason I have to do this, I'm just doing it because it's funny. And then shoot that one. But they're all now low enough.
This one will. Empty. Your command.
Scatter shot. Oh, it burns 4 ammo, not 5, so it's technically not all of his ammo. Just there, that should reach the explosive, hopefully. Annoyingly, I'm not hitting the Nurgling either. Is it technically behind full cover? How would I resolve that, do you think? I'd have to come over there? Problem is, if I do that, I'm fairly certain I'm going to start missing them. I could try that. I have Quicksilver to burn and give them a bunch of AP, so yeah, let's try wiggling around until I get what I want. See, it still can't reach him. Fine. Just the little ones. Oh, it does reach. You just didn't relay that very well. Fine, it works. Now you don't have enough AP to but you can reload and kill the other one. Enough damage to land the killing hit. Easily. Now we can astral aim him just to show off. Sorry, Nurglings. You get 12. There's a lot of XP in a Nurgling bunch. That's a lot of XP for how weak they are, and that's it. There's nothing to do. Don't remember what Tainted Blades does, but N10.
All active Astartes recovered. Beginning teleportation.
I just end a turn early because we wiped them. That's why it said 2 on the timer. One tiny little hiccup at the start with moving out of cover to take an unnecessary shot, but otherwise, I'm happy. Servitors, yep. I even forgot about the objective 2, which is, yeah, the one I instant shot and killed isn't providing it because that's one at the end and then one from the pod. That's definitely not working. Is that? It costs only 1. It says tier, oh, no, so it's only tier 1 equipment. A rank 3 apothecary, apothecaries aren't great. Incinerator. Class restricted, yeah, I know. So I haven't actually bothered using this because, well, if the Silencer has the scatter shot ability, I'm going to guess the Incinerator functions by, yeah, Flames of Purity, it's just, its regular attack is 4 damage, activate to deal +1 damage per 2 ammo spent, Prometheum says, set a hazard flame over arc 60 at range 3 +1 per 2 ammo spent, complete all ammo, armor breaks, nah. I mean, flamers in general don't seem like a good idea because they're just, the range of the Silencer is what we realised is amazing and it's just crippling your range and stuff. Level 1 falchions, activate to add armor pierce. When you force strike, I mean, the extra crit chance is probably better, and it's a requisition to spend on something that's, I mean, I'm only using 1 interceptor at a time, and I have the one I want. Terminator armor, which I think is sort of just a no-brainer, considering that I keep using a Terminator and have nothing to give him, so it's not a very good one because it gets. Oh no, this unit already it comes with no, I think +2 armor is just on all Terminators. That's the basic thing. What's the extra bit? Grenades have +1 area. I'm not using grenades. That's sufficiently bad that I don't actually care. I might not even bother picking up. He's using the willpower one and the armor one. That's a bit bad. And then this is Rad Grenade. Target blast area at range 10. Afflict bleed. Bleed targets 4 damage at the end of the turn. But the problem is that the regular grenade, when you throw it, does 4 or 5 damage anyway and then knocks them around with explosives and detonates things. What's the value in inflicting bleed? Maybe bleed damage probably ignores the enemy armor, which is obviously nice, but then I don't... That's not relevant. I really don't think it's worth it at this point either. None of those are particularly tempting. I don't need a rank 3 apothecary. I don't... No, I'm leaving all that. Just save my rec for more useful things. Stays at light wounds, so just 10, nothing else. A bunch of XP, but we're getting along in levels now, so it's going to take a while to start leveling up. Perfect, okay. So we managed it. So we're getting to the point, yeah, I think we should, with our research, I should probably consider just doing the seed thing now, because these missions are getting a bit easy and we're building some sort of negative resources across the map. I imagine the game will, in some way, eventually manage to punish you for just sitting here on your hands, doing nothing. So you probably want to get a move on with... How are we doing with research? Remind me. 17 days. Fine, I'll let that finish and then I'll go down the upgrade, the actual, what I assume is the campaign path here. Because none of these are too tempting. Otherwise, yeah, I'm happy with that. We're getting to a point where I can beat these without sustaining any unnecessary damage, so I'm happy. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It massively helps out the channel. Feedback will, of course, be taken on board. There's still some basic mechanics I'm clearly not quite grasping yet, so if there's anything I've pointed out, I've asked, or if you've noticed anything, particularly if it's a repeated error, so if it's just something I'm misunderstanding or something I think I've got and have just clearly not grasped, then that should be pointed out. If it's something maybe I should give me a chance to figure out on my own, it's the first time, you might want to leave it for a bit. Or if you just want to chat with me and that's down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you for all your help. I'll see you next time.